As you can see, it's a wintry, chilly, foggy morning here in Lucknow. It's barely 8 degrees and we feel like we've just entered hell. Oh, that's not a name we've given this campus, but the students of IIM Lucknow call their campus hell because of the grilling 2-year regime. This week on Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 2, hell freezes over at IIM Lucknow.
But when you're at IIM Lucknow's rather pretty campus, it's hard to imagine it as hell. Peacocks, monitor lizards and snakes are common here, which is why this is also called the zoological campus. Students here get a taste of entrepreneurship and management while studying. These stalls are bought and run as profit-making businesses by students during their stint here and then sold to the next batch. The institute is the only IIM to have opened a second campus in Noida. The main campus in Lucknow is 3.4 kilometers away from the highway bypass that connects to the heart of the city. In honor of this fact, the students call their talented rock band 3.4.
Brought it up and brought up the past. Once you've known, you can never go back. I've gotta take it on the other side.
In Season 1, IIM Lucknow's Lime Green came to a halt with a 4th position in the semi-final round. This year, I'm sure they'll do everything possible to better that record. Let's take a look at the marketing case study that they faced this year.
Crossword, which launched in 1992, now has 63 bookstores across 14 cities in India. Organizing author interactions, readings, and encouraging shoppers to browse and read before they purchase, this bookstore has earned itself more than 2.5 lakh loyal customers. The bookstore now wants to grow the non-books category without losing the essence of a bookstore. Non-book categories like music, movie CDs, DVDs, and games are lower gross margin categories but are high on impulse sales. So the task ahead for the two teams is to come up with a business growth strategy for non-books. They should look at increasing the value share of emerging categories like toys and stationery, sustaining the growth of movies and reviving the sales of music.
So that is the problem at hand, helping Crossword devise a method for improving their non-book sales. Let's take a look at the two teams that will be tackling this marketing problem.
Whenever there's a competition and prizes to be won, these students will step into the spotlight.
We are the usual suspects, and we are so called because we want to be the hot favorites in all the live projects and competitions that happen on campus.
In fact, 2 of the team members had participated in Lime last year as well, but didn't make it to the shortlist. Since then, they have participated in a lot more competitions, experimented with juggling members, and now feel they've hit a winning formula.
We have Vimal, who has a penchant for market research, and we have Ram Sarana, who is amazing with his secondary research and networking skills. And I think I have good interpersonal skills and presentation skills. So we thought we synergized really well as a team.
Team Blitzkrieg is no stranger to competitions either. They not only love the thrill of marketing presentations, they really get into the act by sometimes making mock TV commercials and print ads for the products they're selling. And so, Lavina has had ads like Sunsilk to her credit in the past.
We have complementary skills. Lavina being a devil's advocate, she can very critically analyze situation. Hari has very strong theoretical concepts in the field of marketing and sales. And I can come up with ideas, lateral thinking, various approaches.
This particular Lime challenge for Crossword bookstores placed them in a bit of a spot though.
The real challenge which came in front of us is that there is no Crossword store in Lucknow. And mostly we were relying on primary research, that is going out to the stores, visiting consumers, retailers and all, and talking to them.
But with Hari being the retail professor's pet, the team feels they'll be able to do a good job.
Right, so you've met the two teams, the usual suspects and Blitzkrieg. We're going to have a fun challenge here to decide which team goes into the presentation arena first. It's going to be a game that is a combination of what's the good word and taboo. Right, so team Blitzkrieg, are you ready for the challenge?
Sure. What is actual Lime?
Competition.
Okay, what is the Munni Badnaam movie?
Item number.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are fast.
You know a popular soap?
Nirma.
Very
Lux.
old popular. Yeah. So you can add what is Amitabh Bachchan? Icon. So add the two words.
Lux icon.
Yeah.
Can't say Lux icon. I won't give you that word. It's lexicon.
Okay. So there's a synonym of remuneration.
Compensation.
Yeah.
And it's time out, Team Blitzkrieg. Okay, and your time starts now.
What we have come here for? It's a noun. It's a person.
Management.
Yes. Noun. Who's the person?
Manager.
Recent blockbuster in Hindi cinema.
Dabang.
Who was the protagonist?
Chulbul Punch.
Unstructure.
Structure. Go on. Some other clue.
Juggle.
Jigsaw puzzle.
Jumble. Not an order.
Puzzle.
No, not an order. Put out of order.
And I'm sorry, it's time out. So Team Blitzkrieg has clinched this challenge and will be the first team that will go and present first in front of the judges. See you in a bit.
No, we are not afraid of anyone. We have done our homework and we are quietly confident about our chances.
Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 2. We are on the IIM Lucknow campus. It's biting cold outside, but we are going to turn the heat up on the two teams, Usual Suspects and Blitzkrieg. They have to impress upon three very tough judges. Let's meet the judges for this evening.
Hi, I'm Arya. I'm here at IIM Lucknow to take back ideas that can be implemented at crossword bookstores.
Hi, I'm Arun Srinivas. I look after beverages at HUL. Today I'm here at IIM Lucknow to really understand how the two teams have used their campus learnings in real-life case studies.
Hi, I'm Anuradha, and as usual, I'm going to see what consumer insights or what sharp consumer insights the teams throw up here at IIM Lucknow today.
The marketing case study this week for IIM Lucknow is from Crossword Bookstore that's trying to increase its non-book sales. The first team that is presenting on this case study is Team Blitzkrieg. Team, you have 3 minutes for your presentations. Are you ready? All the best.
Good evening all. This is our analysis of Crossword Bookstore. This is how we went about. We interviewed retailers and consumers and also conducted online surveys. Time and distance is a major factor for those people who generally do not visit lifestyle store. We aim to capture this untapped market. We propose kiosk at strategic locations such as far off offices, institutes and airport. People can scan through the catalogs, they can order gifts, and it also serves as a promotion for at their doorstep. Some other consumer benefits which can be offered like loyalty points and gifts across the country. Many people surveyed said that they like listening to music while reading. We propose a music system with wireless headphones next to the reading couches. People can choose from the available music, that is sample music, plus they can also buy their own choice. The primary benefit with this is it will enhance the reading experience. Secondary benefit is additional sales of music and headphones. Gift help desk. Primary source of non-book items was gifting, as was mentioned as gifting. And majority people cannot decide what to buy, especially when buying for cross-generation or cross-gender. We propose a gift help desk. This will offer personalized customer assistance and it will also result in upselling and cross-selling of items. This is the layout we propose. Music section is adjacent to the reading couches and coffee for reading with music experience as mentioned. Music, movies and games are adjacent because of overlapping target group, also consistent with science of adjacencies. Toys, gifts and stationery are complementary, hence together. Toys is next to the counter to attract kids of the waiting parents in the queue. There is a festival or occasion specific desk which is visible from outside to attract the commuters. Gift help desk is located centrally and is visible from all the sections. We propose a racetrack layout so that consumers can pass through the entire store and through all the sections. Let's have a look at merchandise recommendations. As explained, there is a festive specific or celebrity merchandise collection like Yuvraj Singh collection launched by Crossword itself. For music, we benchmarked against Landmark and Planetem. We found that small city residents connect well with local music, so we proposed separate shelf for local music content also. In games, cover CD looks are the major pull factor, so we proposed mixing private labels with brands to increase the margins. We also proposed robust reselling and return policy as followed by Landmark. In movies, Moser-Bear economic CDs are a must, as well as movie series collection and combo packs. Parents generally prefer educational toys while kids like superheroes.
You can take another half a minute.
Okay, for stationery, we benchmarked against Reynolds and Archie's. Crossword can start its own private labels for its items like t-shirts and goggles like Archie's does with private labels like Design V and Ginger Lemon. And these are some point of sales recommendations. As customer enters, we would offer him a designer bag to carry the items. On checkout, the customer will be offered to buy the bag at a nominal price. Old Navy's chain in Manhattan has been using this, and this has resulted in increased appeals. And there are some other POS items like chocolate packs, perfume, candles, and magazines. Thank you.
There was just a slide which said that we should have our own loyalty program. We already do.
Yeah, customer loyalty program only for that kiosk thing. Like
only for the kiosk thing.
When the customer enters an order, based on the profile of the customer as well as what has he ordered in the past, you can make specific recommendations coupled with the customer loyalty points. This is one added benefit of having a kiosk.
This kiosk is primarily for people to order, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So don't you think that this is going to take away the essence of the browsing experience that Crossword has to offer?
If you look at the opportunity gap, this kiosk particularly targets at people who either through time or distance are not able to visit Crossword. We are not cannibalizing the existing footfalls in Crossword as of now. We are giving you an additional market.
So where do you suggest that we place these kiosks?
We place this kiosk in 3 locations majorly. One, campuses like IIM Lucknow or postgraduate institutions where people have high disposable income after having come from a job. Second point is major commercial work centers wherein say 5 or 6 companies are together in particular building. Where they are pressed for time, they can go to office. In the office itself, they can order through the kiosk any gifts or any other orders. Third is the airport, where you have a captive audience, as well as usually people who travel by air have a high disposable income.
See, in your proposed layout, the balance is shifting more in favor of non-books, and actually I noticed that the space for books has dramatically come down. So isn't there a risk that your core, which is books, will start possibly, sales would fall while you may want to grow the non-core?
One point we would like to make is this layout is not exactly to scale. We gave more space for music and movies to emphasize the placements, not exactly the areas. Books will still form the majority of the store, but these will be the locations, if smaller. Say if it's a 1,000 square feet store, and now the current proportion is 800 to 200. Yeah. Yes, we do propose to make it at 700, 300 because we also have the gift help desk. The gift help desk is mostly concentrated towards non-book items. If for the gift help desk to function properly, this layout is a must.
No, fair enough. So my question is, how have you evaluated the risks of books falling?
In the research which we did, which we talked to people, so this was a particular question which was given in the case also that by increasing the non-book space, so does it change the consumer perception that they might be feeling threatened that their space is getting away? So the main thing that come up was that the only concern which people had is that they are not worried about the space, but yes, if the noise and general noise level in the store is getting increased, that is one reason which might put them off. So specifically from that insight only came our music reading experience, where we are giving dedicated some couches where we have music systems and wireless headphone where people can enjoy their reading books at the same time enjoy some light instrumental music which they like on the wireless headphones.
I have a question. This music, read with music. What makes you think this is going to improve or increase music sales? Because my guess is that that's the reason you've recommended it.
As has been theoretically and practically seen that with increased usage, with repeated usage, people tend to nurture a habit towards the same. So we intend to nurture this habit, provide this point of differentiation from other stores, and in turn we hope that when people tend to like some particular music or the experience of using the wireless headphones while walking through the galleries and reading their book, so this will induce them, entice them to actually go for a purchase.
Purchase of what?
This is particularly for headphones, but yes, obviously the music which we are providing for free as a demo music won't be exhaustive.
Basing this on hope?
When we interviewed customers, just outside a lifestyle store such as Landmark or we posed the same question. If you like a particular bit of music, or say if it's not a demo piece, if it's on sale, would you take it? They said yes. This will also give us an avenue to check if the CD is working or not. So it's an excellent recommendation so that we'll also try and If it works well and good, we'll keep on repeating the same habit.
You've suggested two big ideas from what I can see. One is the kiosks to, let people order in places where there is no crossword. The other one is this music thing. Both of them have some cost implications. If you had to do only one, which one would you choose?
Well, we would recommend that in the immediate, shorter term, to go ahead with the reading with music one because of the immediate benefits it provides. But in the longer run, because chaos is the one which includes high investment, high cost. So in a phased manner, for example, you first put in an airport, and then on an observation basis, you see the results, whether sales are actually happening or not.
So you would put a crossword kiosk at an airport over a bookstore, if you had a choice?
Definitely not.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you.
Well done, Team Blitzkrieg. Thank you very much. That was quite a blistering session. While you go relax, you can log on to limeonline.in, the official portal where you can catch all the Lime action from every campus online.
The only thing we have a regret towards is the exact size of the layout. Maybe you could have dropped a mail, got the exact size of the layout so that that particular question could have been avoided.
So will Team Usual Suspects live up to their name? We'll find out in just a bit.
All the judges are experienced enough, and they would be equally intimidating.
Welcome back. This is season 2 of Lessons in Marketing Excellence. It's the campus round, and this week we are coming to you from IIM Lucknow. Now, before the break, we've seen Team Blitzkrieg present on the crossword bookstore case study on how to increase the non-book sales. Now we have with us the second team, Team Usual Suspects. Guys, you have 3 minutes to present. All the best.
We started off by understanding the consumer expectations in a bookstore in terms of merchandise, layout, atmosphere, etc. We actually conducted a quantitative survey and research across major cities involving employees and shoppers. The key findings were that people visit bookstores to spend a lot of time, unlike in other stores. Most promotional activity actually is centered around books. Most book lovers do not mind other categories taking up space, as long as a good collection of books is maintained. Consumers also felt that music and movies sections weren't up to date. Based on our research, we segmented the consumers into 5 categories: young browsers, family shoppers, book lovers, value seekers, and premium buyers. Based on this segmentation, we have a few recommendations, but the major segments that we actually target are the young browsers and the family shoppers.
Our recommendations are in 2 groups: new categories and merchandise in each category, followed by promotional events and activities to increase the sale of non-books. In terms of new categories, we propose an entry into e-book readers, cards, premium lifestyle accessories, etc. In the toy section, crossword should focus on board games. We also propose setting up of a small gaming corner. In the music and movie section, we found that regional preferences drove consumption. Also, the purchase behavior was very impulsive. So we suggest extending crossword recommends in this category to music and books. Currently, crossword recommends is available only for books. We propose extending it to music and movies. Also, we propose a city-specific merchandising strategy here. In terms of gifts, our point of differentiation should be in customizing gifts. Coming to private labels, we consider 3 factors: ease in procurement, low competitive intensity, and synergy with books. Accordingly, we propose book jackets, photo frames, and stationery items. Now, coming to promotional events, we propose organizing audio launches, interactions with singers, setting up of a kids play area, and setting up of kiosks for portrait sketching, etc. Now, in terms of the layout, we suggest a clear demarcation between the books and non-books category to avoid confusion in the minds of the book lovers. Now, we have divided crossword stores into 3 categories: the smaller stores that are less than 5,000 square feet, medium-sized stores that are between 5,000 and 10,000 square feet, and larger stores that are greater than 10,000 square feet. All our recommendations can be implemented in the larger stores. in the smaller stores, we propose implementing those recommendations that are low cost and low in terms of space occupancy. Some of the examples would be extending crossword recommends and setting up a small gaming corner. Now, in the mid-sized stores, we propose an analysis of the target consumer, and based on the predominant consumer group that visits that store, we propose implementing those appropriate measures. Thank you. We are open to questions.
So there are lots of little suggestions. What's the one big idea to increase sales of non-book merchandise?
Our primary strategy is expand nationally, while implementation should be local at the local level. So, for the non-books category, city-specific merchandising should be followed. Apart from that, if you look at the crossword currently, the non-books category is very good. But the problem is, in a Planet M, the music category is assorted properly in terms of arrangement. But in crossword, it's very difficult for a customer to find a particular music album. So, in terms of arrangement and in terms of service quality, we believe that there should be an improvement.
So, the big idea is?
Okay. That is what the big idea is. It is actually the small steps, those things that has to be implemented.
Okay. We agree that most of the recommendations are incremental, but private labels, introduction of jukebox, all this are big ideas.
Would you agree that one of the insights I saw was that bulk of the non-book category really, let's say rests on impulse as a driver?
Yeah.
So how are you really using that insight in your recommendations?
Customers have a perception that in stores like Crossword, the music or movie is not updated very frequently. So our recommendation is like they have to have every month what is the bestseller, so that that perception can be removed. So the sales would be more.
We plan to put up this list preferably in the book section, so that even the books browsers will know what latest music and movies are there, so that they can have an impulse to go to the non-book section to buy.
As you said, one of the major insights is that customers come to a bookstore to spend a lot of time. So we want to engage the customer in terms of multiple activities. That is why we set up a small kiosk for gaming activities where customers can try out different consoles and games. Also, they can play some board games. So these are activities that don't take up a lot of space. Also, customers will be able to try out different items available in the store before making the purchase.
If you look at the non-books category as a whole, specifically in terms of music, there's a huge differentiation in terms of a Crossword bookstore and a Planet M, because the core business is music.
Yes, right.
What can I replicate from them, and still retain it, the essence of not having piles and piles of music and becoming a music store rather than a bookstore?
See, actually, we visited a couple of Planet M stores in Lucknow and also a couple of Crossword stores. We found that the merchandise in music section in Crossword is much better, or at least as good as the Planet M store. So there's no problem in terms of depth of merchandise. The problem is in terms of service quality and organizing the merchandise. So that should be the first step. Also, if you look at Crossword, most of the promotional event is centered on books. It would be in terms of book launches or discounts. Most of the major promotional events are targeted at books. So we would like to extend that to non-books category also.
Sure. Thank you.
Well done, Team Usual Suspects. Thank you very much for the presentation. We'll know the results in just a bit. Meanwhile, you can log on to limeonline.in to catch all the action from every campus online.
Actually, we had a lot of small incremental suggestions, but Anuradha Sengupta was looking for one big idea that will catapult the non-books category of Crossword. I think we may have lost out there.
In this challenge, the judges were looking out for feasibility, innovativeness in merchandise suggestions, consumer insights, and cost-benefit analysis. Okay, the judges have cast their vote, and the team that wins the campus round at IIM Lucknow today is Team Usual Suspects. Well done, guys. Well tried. Let's go over to Arun and try and understand what really worked for them.
Apart from segmenting consumer profiles, they really segmented the stores. And I think clearly had a strategy for different kinds of stores. So the recommendations, whether can it be implemented, I think that's the first filter.
Okay.
The second thing is, I think while they were certainly guilty of many small ideas, I think the feasibility of many of them, again, passed through that filter.
Well, it's a wrap here at IIM Lucknow. Thank you very much for joining all of us. Remember, you can catch all the Lime action online. limeonline.in is the portal that you need to be glued onto. We'll catch you next week. Thank you for watching another campus, another marketing case study. See you.
We are obviously ecstatic. Initially, we thought we didn't do as well as we would like to.
but when the judges said that a couple of things worked in our favor, we were really very happy. I think we did a lot of hard work and our efforts paid off.